Hi everyone and welcome to my Seesaw screencast as to how to create a new class and to add some evidence in for your children. I hope you find it useful. So to get started you just need to tap your initials in the top left hand corner and this will give you all of the classes that you've already subscribed to in a list and all of the features that you have available to you. So we're going to create a new class, so we're going to tap on new class at the bottom. And then we're going to get the children to sign in using a class code. It's the easiest way to be able to use Seesaw. And what it does is it creates a QR code for you that the children can literally go and scan, find their name and submit their own work. So you don't even need to do that for them. So just tap on class code. And in here, this is where you'll start to put all of the names of the children and your class name as well. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to tap in my name here. What you can do is if you've got a class name like elephants or giraffes or names of authors, you can just pop that in there. You can choose your grade level if you want to. And then this is the point where you would start to add students. Now, if you're doing this on the web version, which is web.seesaw.me, at this point, if you've got an electronic class list, you can literally just tap on paste a list of student names and it will let you just copy and paste that straight in so that you don't need to do that individually and type all of the names out. For the sake of this, I'm just going to literally just start to tap and add some student names in here. And I'm just selecting a cell and just typing the names. They don't have to be full names if you don't want to. They can just be first names. And then once you're happy with the names that you've got in there, just tap the green tick at the top and that generates the class for you. Seesaw will then send you an email to say that there's a class poster, and at the bottom of that poster is the QR code that the children can scan. So what I've done is when that's come through, I've just copied the QR code from the handout and then put that on the front of the children's books. So it makes it easier so the children aren't kind of walking to the wall every time they want to submit evidence. So just press the green tick and it's as simple as that. Your class is set up. Now one of the things you can do to manage your students on the right hand side is at the bottom, tap manage students, and in here you can start to look at all of the children. So what I might do is if I've got a colour group set up in my class, you can change the icon by tapping on the icon to either an animal, so there's plenty of lovely animals in there that you can choose, or at the bottom you can have use photo, so you could actually get the children to take a photo of themselves, or what I've done is in Photo Library I've actually created little colour groups of little screenshot colours that I can use. So Ben might be in red group, so I can just use that and it changes Ben. So it's great for if I want to try and group the children together and be able to send a resource out to all of red table or all of blue table. You can literally just tap on the child's name, go to icon, go to use photo, Photo Library, and if you've got that screenshot of colour, you can literally just add that on. And that makes that a lot easier as well. So just press the X at the top and it'll take you back. So you can see now that those children have started to be colours. You can do that with the animals, you can, as I say, do it with photos, but I found that really useful as a teacher. So then you can also set up some folders. So you can see the folder icon beside the word everyone. So if I just tap on there, I can then start to add folders by manage folders at the bottom. And in here, I can create new folders. So this just helps me organise my work. So I might have a folder for literacy. And then I might have a folder, so new folder for maths. If you're a subject specialist teacher like music, you might want to have folders for different types of evidence that you might want to gather. So for composition or appraising or listening, you might want to have different folders for that. What I found being really useful in a primary school setting is having a folder called intervention, because I wanted to show if I was going to performance management or if I was having my subject leaders wanting to have a look at the work that I produced, what had actually been done in the lesson with me and what had actually been done in intervention. So having that intervention folder allows you to be able to tag that bit of work with that. So I found that really useful. So once you're happy with your folders, you can just press the X and it just has that folder structure there set up ready to go. and then simply you're just adding some work in from there. So the green add button at the top is where it would take you to your evidence dashboard almost, and in here this is where you can start to add your work to it. So you've got your photo and your video tools, which will allow you to take evidence straight through the app, so you don't have to come out of Seesaw to go to the camera to then go back into Seesaw. It just runs it all the way through. So if I just tap on photo there, it'll take me to the photo app. They're my husband's guitars, and the video would do the same as well. You've got your freeform drawing tool in there, so you can just tap on there and the children can create their own image if they want to. Again, I don't want to save that. But I think for me, the real powerful tool is the camera roll, because a lot of the evidence that you'll have will be saved on there. On my blog, there is also a link to the website, the Seesaw website, that tells you which apps you can import directly into Seesaw. But for most of them, it will be through this camera roll. So I can just tap on camera roll, and I can go here and choose the bit of evidence that I want to submit. Now, because this is a video, I can add a little text annotation at the bottom. So I can say that this is evidence of such and such, or you can link it with your AFs. And then when you're happy with the text that you've written, you just press the green tick at the top, and it tags that with the text there, and again. And at this point, I can then send it to everybody in my class. So if I'm doing a talk for writing video that everybody needs to have access to, just that tap button at the top takes it to everybody, or I can do it to specific children. So if it was all of the children who were in red group, say, then you can just do it that way as well. So press the green tick at the top when you're happy with that. Again, you can put it in a folder if you want to. You don't have to put it into a folder, but for the sake of this, I'll just put it into literacy. Press the green tick, and then that's your work uploaded. If you've got parent access, they at that point get a notification to say that that has been sent to that child's portfolio. So that's how you submit evidence. I'll do another screencast later on to just show you all of the additional features that Seesaw offers. But as a starting point, get your class set up, get the children in there, and start to add some evidence, and I really think you'll start to see a difference in your classroom.